lawn care man. I've been waiting for you all day. And I just need to get my grass cut, my leaves cut off, and my dog food cleaned off. But don't forget my ice cream, my gallon of milk, a hamburger from McDonald's. You're really starting to upset me. I'm so stressed out right now. And I'm not going to be able to see you. You got to get here tomorrow. What kind of business you run? You tell me, oh, I come. And then you don't come. Oh, my God. I'm so stressed out. I'm just an old lady.
Leaves and grass. I've mulched that one over
there. I
there.
can't be playing these games.
Twice.
It's so
Can't
cute.
do it anymore. It's too thick to mulch. The one over here I'm going to mulch. I'm going to cut and blow one direction, and I'm also going to suck up at the same time. So I got a combination today where I'm bringing my zero turn and my leaf machine with me, which is something I'm going to get into next year. I'm going to get a trailer with a setup to carry my mowers and my leaf machine. Which I might do is I actually might put a box on the back of my truck so I can bring my more capacity for leaves. Probably do this as well. The front half leaves, the other half leaves, so that makes me a full trailer, the back of it with the zero turn. Or bring the enclosed trailer, or make my own shit. I don't know. I'm gonna do this one. Now I got started with this job, and I thought I was just going to go around and do the edges, do the details, get everything out of the bushes, and then go back with the zero turn. Well, that didn't work out that way because I was getting out so many leaves that I just had to keep doing it this way. The grass was thick, and you'll see what happens. Alright, so you can see here, my OCD took over. Now, that's just how you have to do it. I ended up blowing out the entire yard. Luckily, I had no wind whatsoever, which was awesome, except for when I got to the back of the yard, I had a little bit of like mid-level wind. I don't know if you ever experienced that before, but no wind on the surface, which was strange. So, I blew everything to the truck because the air was allowing me to take it that way. And the other side, I just blew it to the back and the side of the house because I could bring the trailer over there and just suck up that pile. That's how I did last year. You learn each yard, and I'm glad I did this. And I forgot my tarp today, and thank God I didn't have to use it. So I kind of forced myself to do it this way. And you'll see, it worked out pretty good. So I ended up blowing off the whole yard. I didn't have to go 110% on the leaves. I went about a 95% maybe. So I could go back with a 0 turn and get a little bit up. But the grass was high. Completely defeated my purpose of cutting the grass low last time. And yeah, so you'll see it. So I had to end up cutting the grass after I was done anyway. And this would have been a lot faster if the grass wasn't so thick. So that's another thing I got to get with my customers is next year I got to tell them, look, I'm going to cut the grass. I'm going to do it this way. This is the way I'm doing it. If not, I can't do it or something because I don't mind doing it this way, but I sometimes feel like they think that they're saving money, but then also I lose scheduling time. So I'll fast forward this so you can see the other side. Man, I blew it out of the tall grass and everything. I couldn't video the whole thing because I had to work, but so I took pictures and I'll put them in there. But it's worked out pretty good for me. So you can see I'm doing this other side of the yard, which is weird. And getting all the rest of the leaves up, blew out the bushes there with ivy. Gonna get the rest of it to the truck so I can get this sucked up and concentrate on the back side of the yard. But the blower's working great. I mean, I was getting them all up. You wouldn't think there was this many leaves in the yard when I first pulled up, but the problem is they're hiding inside the grass. Literally, you can see when you go over it. You get the top layer and then you go down below and you get all this stuff inside the grass. It's like woven in the grass. So you have to almost do it 3 times. You get the top layer off, you come back, and then you get the stuff inside, and then you have to go back on top of that to get the stuff that goes all over to the side and left and right. But yeah, I got it done. And you can see this is it's taking time, but it's actually moving pretty damn efficient. I mean, doing good. Yep. Anyway, so it's working. As you can see there, like I said, I keep pushing out this issue here. You have to get the leaves that are twined inside the grass. All right, well, it's always out of gas at the last, whenever you're having an oh shit moment where you're blowing it and you need to get it all up before the wind takes it. Good thing there's no wind, so I'm lucky there, but there is a slight bit of wind. So it's like, oh shit, need some petrol. So, you know, there you go. Almost done. I'm blowing this out. I was going to videotape the whole thing, but I don't even know if this is even going to post. So I got to blow that down. The grass has grown under it again, another one, so that's why I got my mower in there. I mean, this is December 3rd. You see the grass is starting to creep over, starting to brown out. I could cut this grass 2 more times, I think, if they wanted me to. This is ridiculous. The grass has got to stop growing. But there you go. So all that hard work of mulching it and trying to keep it down low, I mean, it did something, but really nothing because the grass is thick underneath. So, it's what it is. Well, as you can see, this worked out pretty well. I cut the other side of the yard. I didn't show all that, which I wanted to. This side, it's extremely soft, so I'm being really careful with my lines. And you can see I had to go over them to get the ruts out. So turned out pretty good. You know, this is an issue that I'm dealing with this year, so I think next year I gotta buy bigger tires or something, I don't know. But grass is all cut, now it's time. Alright, real quickly, you don't have a whole lot of time. Got the whole yard blowed out. 3.5 hours, half hour straight of cutting. The ground is still soft, so I need to get bigger tires for next year. Got this big pile, and the wind is just starting to pick up because the sun's going down and it's changing temperature. So I got everything here. I'll use the shovels, suck it right into this tube. Alright, so as you can see, I got this entire job done pretty much. All the leaves are in this corner, which is a lot easier than tarping them to the street. And working smarter, not harder, you know how that goes. And I'm fast forwarding this video so you can see it all. And it didn't take long, really, to get this whole pile up this way. It's actually easier on your back to shovel it in than it is to use that arm thing. They need to really put some kind of wheels on it or something, I don't know, or another boom. I might get a longer boom so it doesn't take as much stress off your back. But because there's asphalt here, I'm able to slide in fairly easily without getting caught in the grass. So as you can see, it's just going right in. I don't know what the deal is with this thing. It's working a lot better than it was last year. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. So as you can see, pretty much got this whole pile done. I'm taking a leaf blower and just blowing it out of the cracks, and didn't know there was one of those tomato things over there. But as you can see, I didn't even fill this trailer up 3/4 of the way. I mean, look at that. It's amazing how well this is working this year. So there's some pictures of some of the other side that I didn't show, which I wish I did. It's getting it out of that tall grass. And yeah, there's the piles going over to it, and it's pretty much done. And thanks for watching. Well, there you go. It's 5 o'clock, so that's 5 hours straight. Cutting the grass. It was really quick. Didn't do any trimming because it was just a quick cut. got the leaves all blown off, put them in certain areas, picked them up, got this monster pile here picked up. I mean, that's just the way to do it. I mean, that thing's chopping down leaves a lot better than it was last year. And it's filling up less. That was a lot of leaves, and that's about all I can do by myself for one day, so I don't need to fill this whole trailer up. So I might end up doing that. I might end up making the front of the trailer bigger, taller, like I originally had it, just so I could put more of the leaves up front. And there you go, that's the way to do it.